It's another video, a part of the series of the video that I have been shared with you how you can create an automation flow uh, powered by AI to both auto reply and comment made on your Instagram, but also respond at the end. I have a complete series of the video about how to auto reply comments, but now I have been working to show you how you can auto respond any DM sent to your Instagram using n8n plus AI agent. Okay, so in the last video, I explained about how to handle data, how to implement the filter. But in this video today, I'm just gonna show you how can you send a reply message to a customer, a user that send you a message from the Instagram. Okay. So without a further discussion, thank you for watching this video. My name is Justiniano Alves. I'm a software engineer. I build a web, mobile app, and now I'm building AI agents to to share my knowledge with all you guys. Okay, so without a further discussion, let's just dive in on what things that I have to share with you today. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen with you. Okay, so basically here I have this n8n workflow that I have been work on it with you. So as you see this, if I put a note here, it's the, okay, sorry. I just want to put a note. Okay, so this note here, let me just, this is about, I like to put a more specific information here. So this is auto reply, okay, comment, okay. This part of the flow, that's all it does, okay. So now we are working on this area, okay. That's basically we're gonna auto reply in the end. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. So before I start to build all this workflow, I kind of work myself with some other tools, testing, and make sure thing is working before I dive into build the workflow itself. One tool that I'm going to show you, okay, so this is the Graph API Explorer by Meta. This is where I make sure my app that I create has all the permission that it's need to be able to respond comment or to send a message. You need to have a certain permission. If you are not sure which permission you need, I'm gonna recommend you to explore the Instagram API documentation. Like for example, I have been read this to send a message. I have been read this page just to understand how the API works. And one of the things that it's very important, it tell you which endpoints, okay, that you have to use. This is the base URL, graph.instagram.com. And then this is the endpoint that you have to use to build with the URL, okay? And this is the request, the required parameter you want to send a message. This is the permission, okay? That's the one that I kind of enable here. Okay, so the documentation is very helpful. It shows you everything that you need to do. In our case, we will be send a text message. So to send a text message, okay, it's show you how we can send this request using this API. So we're gonna do post to this URL, and then we have to pass this authorization token, and the content type has to be application JSON, and this is the body. This is the body that we have to send. Okay, so before I go just start to build the n8n flow, I test those things, and then I'm using this tool, but there's other tools that you can use to test API. So this one I call Hopscotch. I hope I'm pronounced the name correctly, but that's the name of the tool. I'm doing exactly what documentation says. This is the URL. You have to send a post, and this is the body. Do you know what I mean? That you have to send for request. And the content type has the application JSON. And authorization, you have to send the token. The token token, this is the one that you can pretty much generate the token here. Okay, so I got all of that in place. So how I'm going to test, make sure API is working, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to just come here. Let's move this. I'm going to run my test workflow. It's just run as a test. I'm going to go to this Instagram. I'm going to say, Campiano. I'm going to say a beautiful language in my country language, original Cape Verde. I'm going to say, how are you? But I'm going to say that in my language, Mokusta. Okay, that's how we speak in Cape Verde. So now I'm just sending this message. You come to this workflow. You see the workflow successfully. Okay, you see this green here. It's me that I passed the test. One thing that I do, look, Monkey Booster. So now what's I'm gonna do here? What I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna just get the recipient ID. Okay, actually not the recipient ID. This recipient ID here is wrong. Okay, but because I'm using the recipient ID, it's a kind of misleading you here because the account ID is the same as recipient ID. That's wrong. The recipient ID should be the person that send you the message. So now we're gonna send the message to the recipient. It's kind of confusing here. I'm just saying I'm the recipient receiving the message, but it's not like, I think this person is unhappy named, but don't worry about that. We have a from ID, which is the person we send us the message. I'm gonna just copy this, okay, and then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna just put the from ID here, okay, which is pretty much the same. And then I'm gonna say, I'm doing fine, okay, I'm doing fine, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call the API, and then I'm gonna see if it's working. So you see status of my response, my request, the response that I get back is 200K, which mean is a start code for HTTP request when it happens successfully. And this is the recipient ID, this is the message ID. But most important, all we need to do when we go here, we want to see these messages here. I'm doing fine. So I say, let me test this again to show you how this is work. I'm gonna say test, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna go here, and this is me, J Alves at official, that it say hello, my friend. Okay, I'm just say this, and then as you see, it's run here. Okay, since the recipient, the from ID is the same, I don't have to copy. I can just say here, I say just to confirm. Okay, so now I'm gonna send again. It works fine. You come in here, you see the messages here. So okay, I just proved that we set up the HTTP request as it should. So all we're gonna do right now, we're gonna come to the n8n. I'm gonna do another node, which is HTTP request. Okay, this is a node that allows us to do to implement the HTTP request. As you see, it has to be post. Okay, the URL is basically the same. So I'm gonna just copy the URL here. Okay, and I'm gonna put a post. I'm gonna put the URL here. The authorization we're gonna use predefined type. Okay, which is the I think it is the header. Header. I think it's header. No. I'm gonna put authorization. Oh, I have so many. Oh, I think, let me check something here. Generic type. Yes, I want a header. Yes, and then not a VeroPL, it has to be this one. Okay, and then we have to say body. Okay, so on the body here is, look, content type has to be JSON. The body, we have two things. We have the name is gonna be, so it's gonna be, let's come here. So we have a recipient. Okay, this is how you're gonna send it. You're gonna say recipient ID, and then here you pass the value, which is this from. Okay, another thing they're gonna do, we're gonna add another variable that we're gonna come here. It's gonna be message.test. That's how you pass those params. Message.test. Okay, and then we're gonna pass the well, here we're gonna say thank you for your. Yeah, let's just say that, and then what we're gonna do? We're gonna test it to make sure it works. Okay, look, it works. Let's see. Thank you for your DM. Okay, so now I'm gonna just click save here. Okay, so now if I just say here, hello, buddy, hello, buddy. Okay, it will just say thank you for your DM. Okay, I hope it say that. Oh, come on, I said put I have to execute the test, and because it's not live, hello, my friend, it will say thank you for your DM. Okay, thank you for your DM. I'm going to tell you something. I'm 100% sure you don't want to be such a dummy person to every single DM. You're going to respond, thank you, DM. I'm not like that. So, this is the part that you're going to introduce AI agent. Okay. AI agent. The same thing that I did here, but the video is already there how you can integrate AI, integrate the AI agent with a ChatGPT model in the simple memory. I'm gonna do that offline, but if you get stuck on this part, just put on the comment. I'm gonna create a video to show you how I do that. But I have a video on my channel to show you how to do AI agent. It's pretty simple. You just have to disconnect it here from the filter, plug into the AI, go to the merge. So then you pass some response for the filter. You have everything that you need to send this. It's very simple. Okay. But the most important, I hope I show you the process how I do my stuffs. Okay, this is I do that just to share with you, but this is going to be a live NA workflow to help me interact with my customer that either come to my page on Instagram here. Okay, talk to me about my business service. Like I say, I build the web and the mobile app, AI agent, AI automation flow. That's what I do. And then I'm gonna be learning how to do the same for Facebook because I have a Facebook page as well. So now either you go for Facebook or Instagram, you interact with me, the AI agent and AI automation flow is gonna help me get you engaged and maybe help you find the service that you need for my business. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video and help me grow. I'm new to this, but it's been fun. I have been made some great friends, and I hope I will create more content that can help you guys. Okay, thank you so